Here we are once again this week at Desura's weekly release highlights, taking a look at all the best games which have been released this week through the Desura service. From crafted cartoons to creepy crawly goons, this week's episode is stacked high with titles of interest, so grab a seat and something to eat because this week's content is my treat from all of us here at Desura to you. If you're anything like me, you probably spent a reasonable chunk of your life wondering how your peers got so good at Minesweeper and what great deity of gaming had passed you by. In fact, it's safe to say that when it comes to dodging mines, I'm so bad that I'd probably get blown up twice by the same mine. But if you find yourself needing to test your numerical adjacency skills, you should check out Gaminific's Picubic, a three-dimensional version of the classic Minesweeper. Picubic takes the original idea and retrofits it to give the old Cortex a good scrubbing, so if your load's been feeling a little bit dirty, you can purchase Picubic for $10 on the Windows operating system. Never take gravity for granted again in Dead Shark Triple Punch's action multiplayer shooter, Epigenesis. Placing players in control of a single player amidst a field of high-flying competition, the goal of the game is to move the ball to the opposite side of the field and through your opponent's goal. The catch? The game takes place on top of the crests of skyscrapers the world over on arenas where gravity is manipulated by the players. Shoot, juke, and make for the loop using clever tactics to gain ground and push your opponents from the grid. Available for $9.99, Epigenesis can be purchased for the Windows operating system and is available now, so claim your stake on the grid. When I was growing up, the only magic book that I owned was a magazine hidden under my bed, and its special abilities are best left unmentioned. Luckily for today's youth, Magic Box has released their title, Magic Book, to the Windows operating system. A pixelated push back to the days of yesteryear, Magic Book is a game which allows players to work their way through all of their favorite fantasy flings. Get treasure, accumulate XP, and guzzle all the potions you can quaff on your way to return a family relic. Magic Book is available for $2.99, and as mentioned before, it can be purchased for the Windows operating system this week through the Desura service. Luckily enough for the world in general, my drawings will never be able to come alive. I think we all can agree that the world already has its fair share of lewd dangly bits and poorly crafted stick figures with firearms. However, Pig Dug Studios has managed to bring theirs to life in an attractive way. Chronicles of Inky is their newest addition and sets gamers off on a journey to solve puzzles using physics and the manipulation of personally drawn lines. Avoid being attacked, smacked, or otherwise axed as you work your way through a cornucopia of calamitous colored caltrops in Chronicles of Inky. Chronicles of Inky is available now for the Windows operating system and can be purchased for $3.99. Open roads and engorged garages await you in Polygon Entertainment's Proving Ground 2014. Stocking the latest vehicles and clearing the road of all those pesky humans, Proving Ground allows you to get your motor running on the open road without the slightest chance of a traffic stop or a rubbernecking moron. Take control of your vehicle in either first-person or third-person perspective and enjoy your cruise throughout a number of test tracks. Proving Ground is available for $9.99 on the Windows operating system. If you've ever fantasized about running headlong through a ghostly orphanage while solving the mystery of some missing children, you may just be in the market for some Scooby snacks. But if not, Shadow Shifters released Huntsman The Orphanage to the Desura client this week for PC gamers everywhere. A unique title which moves away from violence and gore while still retaining its haunting halls and rotten walls. Players are encouraged to explore freely while attempting to solve puzzles, avoid getting omnommed by supernatural sods, and figure out the final destination of 12 missing orphans. Huntsman The Orphanage can be purchased for the Windows and Mac platforms at a price of $14.99, but bear in mind that this title requires Steam to be able to play it, so prepare accordingly. For terror. Nope. Absolutely not. The moment enormous insects with a penchant for planting pinchers in my pink particulars show up, I deem it necessary to step outside the equation altogether. If you're comprised of a bit more metal than I and want to get knee-deep in the segmented squads of the squirming soldiery, might I suggest that you check out Pran Games' Dangerous Insects, a tower defense game in which you must protect your garden from the ever-encroaching minions of the plant-hungry horde. Dangerous Insects is available for the Windows and Linux operating systems and can be purchased for $3.99 by entomologists and gaming gurus alike. Now that we've finished up with the bugs, it's time that I give you a sad-hearted shrug because I've got nothing left to show off. If you enjoyed this week's episode of Desura's weekly release highlights, don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe to stay in tune with everything being released through the Desura service. Can't get enough of our video game stuff? Well, then check out our website down below in the description to get the in-depth info on anything and everything interesting in gaming. Take care, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you in next week's episode of Desura's weekly release highlights.